Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin for our charts. So yeah, Bitcoin are not looking too bad here. We have tested into this resistance area a couple of times. Obviously taking out this wick high here. Currently finding support at this horizontal support level here, which is obviously good to see. If we can consolidate above this support, below this resistance, ultimately we'll have a shot of breaking above this resistance, and then well, yeah, we pretty much got blue skies up to around 30k, so we could get some pretty juicy action if that is to be the way price action goes. Obviously we can lose this horizontal, we can come back down and test this support, at which point we'll obviously have a good chance or a decent chance of breaking below that support if that is to happen. So we'll have to see what happens there, but obviously at the moment things looking good. If we go and have a look at one of the best charts in crypto at the moment, this is the Ethereum Satoshi pairing. As you can see, it is on an absolute it is going on an absolute tear. If this wants to load up, doesn't seem to want to. Don't know what's up with my trading view here. No, don't want to do anything. Does anything else want to do anything? Do you want to do anything? Oh, maybe it has loaded. I just needed to click. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so currently against Bitcoin, Ethereum's up, well, 33%, so 1/3. It is up, yeah, 33% against Bitcoin, which is a pretty impressive move. It's taken out a lot of horizontal resistance areas without even caring, and we're actually getting towards that pretty much all important resistance area that if we break above, then this chart basically goes well, extremely bullish looking, taking out this level, and yeah, I mean we can then head up towards the all-time highs and beyond. That level not being very far from where we are now. If you want to actually work it out, it is to clear it, it's only another 11%. Bearing in mind we've moved 33%, 11%, not much more. So obviously though, that is an important level, so maybe that is a target to tag, and then we will have a major pullback. Maybe we get them back down to, well, actually relative this level, pretty much where we are, but that's assuming we get up to here first. But yeah, we've got this level, and then we could even come down so far as this level is quite an important level as well. So maybe we do get this big move up, it has got some more juice, then it has a pullback, puts in a very considerably higher low, and then yeah, we go off for the ETH merge pump. I think it is becoming clear to people that the merge is happening. Lots of Bitcoin maximalists, ETH fudsters, all those just clowns out there, all those boomers out there, the Max Kaisers of the world, the idiots, the Tone Vasers of the world, those idiots that basically just rant on about Bitcoin, are realizing, not them in particular, but other people of their ilk are kind of realizing that Ethereum is a real deal. The merge is coming. It is a superior asset. It is going to proof of stake. Obviously, that is a massively beneficial for narrative plays. If you basically have the number one and number two cryptocurrencies, one being eco-friendly in inverted commas and the other being eco-unfriendly in inverted commas, regardless of what your views actually are on that, with how much renewables are used in Bitcoin mining, but nonetheless, the comparison, the eye test clearly dictates Ethereum is the asset of choice. And then yeah, that will start to move, that'll start to get pricing, people start to buy it, to stake it once actually they see ETH 2.0 is live, is basically, I call it ETH 2.0, but yeah, the merge, and we have ETH staking. Yeah, lots of narratives that are looking like they are coming to play here. Maybe Ethereum is the asset that can drag crypto out of the doldrums. Ethereum is the most important asset in crypto. It is where all the activity happens, regardless of whether it's the highest valued or not. It is where the majority of the action, the transactions, the value is created. So yeah, there we go. That's enough shilling Ethereum. The DXY is having a nice pullback here though, but are we getting a forward check, a back check, and then we're going to go into an absolute wrecking ball Armageddon DXY scenario up as high as well. Who even knows, up as high as well, clearly above 110 and then towards 112, 113, 14. If that happens, yeah, just not going to look good. But however, could this be we could break back below here, take this out, and then come back down in a sort of a pretty aggressive swing failure? We could. This chart has been pretty much parabolic. This is not acceptable for a global reserve currency. America will be acutely aware that if this currency if the dollar is continuing to strengthen against everything, then people are just going to have to stop using it and default on it, and it doesn't look good. So if they want any chance of this remaining as obviously as important as it is, then yeah, they're gonna have to do something. Euro, ruble, not looking good here. As we can see, we're on a 12-hour for some reason. As we can see, looking like a SH1T coin chart, not looking good. The ruble against the USD did have a major pullback, however, is now reclaiming that. This is kind of what I'm saying with the Ethereum Satoshi pairing. You get a decent pullback and then we can continue on upwards. Basically, Europe is in a mess. Europe is literally in a mess. They cannot be basically the sacrificial lamb for this proxy conflict between Russia and America and the US. US basically just has to go itself and just rot in their own SH1T and P1SS with their BS woke just rubbish that goes on in that BS country. I mean, it was such a good country, had everything going for it, and now it is basically a SH1T hole. Yeah, so anyway, they just need to jog on. Europe is going to have to do what Europe's going to have to do, otherwise people are going to freeze in winter. They are, yeah, I mean, the US is off limited. They're just a big bully, and ultimately I think the bully is just getting called out now for its just pathetic self. But yeah, so what can potentially happen though? The euro is obviously collapsing via the dollar, against the dollar, also collapsing against the ruble, but however, it won't be collapsing as bad if they don't have to keep buying dollars and selling the euro to then buy gas. If they just can swap the euro directly for rubles and buy the gas, and then the situation will stabilize, yeah, maybe they can avert some sort of disaster, but yeah, I mean, if they do cut off the gas, if Putin does cut off the gas to Europe, I mean, which he in my personal opinion, very likely will do. It's a case of when, unless basically the Europe tells America to jog on. Then yeah, if that happens, we are hitting global recessions. We're going to see supply chain problems like nothing like we had before, once we have one of the largest economic blocks basically have to shut down, because they're going to need any energy they have to basically keep people alive. It is an absolute dire situation, and just Biden's BS lies about we'll give Europe all the energy it needs, just lies, just total lies. Don't insult people's intelligence, right? For a start, just whoever is telling him what to say anyway, is just BS. They just don't really care. Anyway, gold not looking very good here. Still all the way down, even off the back of this pretty aggressive move down in the dollar. Anything else to look down here? Yeah, the ETH USD did hit a nice resistance level. If you want to zoom out on this a little bit to see what important levels we need to really get back above. I mean, this kind of shows you we are not looking anything particularly impressive until we do get above. Well, I mean, we can pretty much call it 2,000-ish. We've got to get above 2,000 before this starts to look like we can then have more a sustained upside. Otherwise, it is just looking like a bit of a dead cat bounce, as we can see. But things will always look like things will always look bearish at the bottom, and like the reversal will always look like a dead cat bounce initially. It's just a case of where it tops out, where it then puts in a higher low, if it does put in a higher low, and then if it then takes out that previous high, and then we have a new uptrend, and the trend is your friend. So that is that. How are stochastics looking? I'm pretty sure we all know they're going to be looking pretty good on these higher time frames. Shorter time frames though, potential to come down. Yeah, 10-hour potential to come down. 12-hour getting a bit toppy. Daily, well, it's lost some of its upward momentum, but still obviously looking good. These are the really good ones though. 2-day, 3-day, 5-day. weekly turned up and bi-weekly turned up, and obviously monthly will ultimately follow through if these are to get a move. So we really could be looking at over the next few weeks to a few months a pretty aggressive move to the upside. It could easily get us as high as 30,000, and then we are going to have to reassess the situation at that point. That is still nowhere, not even close. Well, it is relatively close, but that's still not even 50% off our all-time high, i.e. we're not even at half of our all-time high if we get up to around 30k. So it is not like a completely crazy move. Obviously these price points, it would be a good percentage move, but yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has been considerably higher. The move wouldn't be too untoward. I mean, it would pretty much, if we were to reject there, just look like a forward check, a back check of our major support level, and then we could then get a paycheck, an inverse paycheck to the downside. But nonetheless, it is whether we're going to trade lower, whether we're still in the bear market for a prolonged period, it is still around 30k is a legitimate target. And then, like I said, we could put in a nice higher low somewhere and then actually take out 30k and go full bullish again, but we'll have to see what happens there. So that is pretty much it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.